What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day, and today's video is going to be a good one. Now, this isn't an unboxing or review, however, this is one of those rare but really fun, informative, and educational videos, and I think that my hardcore Slipknot nerds are really going to appreciate this one, because I even appreciate it, and this is something fun for me to cover, and something very, what's the word I'm looking for? I actually can't think of a word for it, but I know that a lot of us get really excited when new things come to light. Certain Slipknot mysteries get solved, and that is the case in this video. So today we are going to be talking about two new clown masks. That's right, two new Slipknot clown masks. Are they from the new album? Nope. Are they unused variants from the current album? Nope. These masks were actually used about 22 years ago. Well, how are they new masks if they were used 22 years ago? Glad you didn't ask. Both of these masks were actually used by Clown on the Tattoo the Earth tour, and they have recently come to light. We've got photographic evidence of Clown using these masks. Now, one of them is already a pretty well-known oddball, and myself and my buddy Mike Covert are actually the only two people that own it. That is right, we are the only two people that have known copies of this old Reagan mask. Now, for the longest time, this was a really mysterious oddball because you can see it being used on side stage during different concerts such as Dynamo and Gods of Metal. However, we couldn't figure out or identify what this mask was for the longest time. We went through a pretty long list of different masks that it could be before we finally figured out that it was this old Ronald Reagan mask. This instantly became my favorite Slipknot oddball because, for one thing, it's creepy, and secondly, the story. Anytime you have to put that much effort into researching a mask, you really start to get a sentimental feeling for it. But today, I have even more reason for this to be my favorite Slipknot oddball because we've actually got a leaked photo of Clown wearing this mask during the Tattoo the Earth tour. It just keeps getting cooler. Clown is literally wearing this old mask over his Tattoo the Earth clown, and it is a really unsettling image. I just find this to be really cool for loads of reasons. Now, as I mentioned, this photo did recently leak, and to a lot of the hardcore Slipknot fans, they've probably known about this one for at least a month or so, but for everybody else, this is probably pretty cool, pretty big news. There is footage of this somewhere in the bootleg traders market. However, I'm not able to get that stuff. I really don't understand bootleg collecting, the fact that you just can't buy something, they only want to trade with you. It's like, how do you even get involved in that market? If you don't have something to trade, how are you supposed to acquire the footage? I would personally love to acquire all of that footage, but like I said, I've tried before and I just don't understand it. However, we do have a pretty decent screen cap, and I don't know, I just think this is super rad. It was already my favorite oddball, and it just hit new levels of coolness when we see that Clown is wearing it over his Tattoo the Earth during the Tattoo the Earth tour. So there is oddball Clown number one. Now, what could the second one possibly be? Well, this one is also really cool, and a mask that I already happen to have in my collection. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have two copies. However, I did know that I had one in the display window here at the building at the House of Masks, so I went and grabbed it just for this video. What we have here is an old latex Ben Cooper clown mask. And again, this was seen worn by Clown during the Tattoo the Earth tour over his mask. How cool is this shit? We are taking it right back to the MFKR days when Clown would wear the killer clown mask right over his West German clown mask. I love stuff like this. I just think it's cool to see things compiled together and used in different forms. You would never really think to wear a mask over another mask, but for some reason throughout Slipknot's history, this has been done time and time again, and it usually always equals a really cool outcome. Now, my best guess with Clown using this mask is that a fan threw it up on stage, and Clown just so happened to grab it and throw it over his actual mask. No idea how long he wore it for that show, but I'm assuming it didn't last very long, and chances are he probably threw it back out to the crowd. Usually when stuff ends up on Slipknot's stage, they end up doing something with it and then throwing it back out to the audience. So it's hard to tell where that mask is. It might be in Clown's personal collection, it might be back in the audience, it might be destroyed and not even exist. One thing is for certain, both of these guys make really cool oddball clowns, and both of these guys are very cool pieces to have in my collection. It's very strange that I just so happen to have this piece that debuted just a couple days ago that was used 22 years ago at a Slipknot show. It's so rad to me that we are still figuring out Slipknot mysteries and seeing new things come to light after that long. And that is exactly what will keep this hobby and my channel entertaining long after Slipknot are gone. We still have tons and tons of stuff to be discovered. And this was actually discovered through something that I believe is going to help us discover even more from the good old days of Slipknot. This was posted by a page called Caravan of Pain, which is actually a book that is set to release very, very soon that you can pre-order right now, all about the Tattoo the Earth tour, the sickest tour on planet Earth. Not only was this photo of Clown wearing this mask posted by the official Instagram account for Caravan of Pain, but also literally just today, shortly before filming this video, they released a really cool shot of Joey during the Tattoo the Earth tour. So I can't imagine what else they're going to be posting on that page, and I definitely can't imagine what's going to be in that book. I am very, very excited. I would highly recommend going and following that page. They did not tell me to tell you guys to go follow this page. It's just something that is going to be very, very cool for Slipknot fans, and I assume Mudvayne fans as well. Although I haven't seen anything Mudvayne related on the page yet, I am sure that there's going to be some Mudvayne stuff in that book. So yeah, make sure to go check them out. Let them know that the House of Masks sent you, and maybe we can work together sometime in the future, because this is the stuff that I live for when it comes to collecting. Yes, unboxings and reviews are fantastic, but this is the stuff that really gets me excited. So that is pretty much it for today's video. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this one. Like I said, this is the fun stuff for me, so I had a blast putting this together, and I'm very excited to see both of these back up in my collection, this guy for the first time. With all of that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. Until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to oddballs, and we will see you guys in the next one.